Hey Scorpio, welcome to Duchess Tarot. Thank you for clicking on the video and visiting my channel. If any parts of the message resonates, please feel free to like, comment, as well as subscribe. I'll never profess to be the best card reader on any social media platform. However, I do know how to read cards and I am usually on point, so please don't ask me about divine feminines, divine masculines, portal, spell work, or any of that other tarot bullshit. My readings are for informative purposes only and not to be taken as medical and or legal advice. Please remember that energy is not gender specific, can refer to you, someone you know, someone you have known, or someone you will know. I am politically incorrect and brutally blunt, and so if at any point during this message you feel offended, sorry in advance, not my intention, and go find yourself another tarot card reader. So anyway, this is going to be for the sign of Scorpio. What's that number one zodiac sign? So Scorps, what I pulled, I got the Hierophant in reverse, the Lover's card, the Judgment card, and then at the bottom of the deck was the Emperor. Okay, so somebody could be deciding to leave a relationship, leave a commitment, leave a marriage. For some, you could be deciding to end some type of relationship with someone and just be friends with benefits or just be lovers. For some, you could be ending a relationship or ending, some type of situationship because you see now all somebody wants to do is fuck. They just want to be your lover. They don't want to have a relationship with you. They just want to sleep with you. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Taurus. You could be dealing with a Aries, Scorpio. Also, for some, you could have made the bad decision or made a bad decision. You could be dealing with the ill-ass Taurus out here. This could be a situation where, Scorpio, you met somebody and you know how we are. We try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, well, maybe this person could really be the one, maybe, baby. And this person turned out to be the same old rich crackers as everybody else. And so basically, you just decided to put this person not so much in a friend zone, but friends with benefits. So, like, this is not marriage material. This person is not relationship material. This is a good time person, and that's it. That's somebody, this is somebody that you have a good time with. This is not somebody that you wife up or somebody that you make your husband or anything like that, or you try to build some type of foundation with or some type of life with. It's just somebody that you fucking keep going. And you could be finding that out now, Scorpio. The initials E and S could be significant as well. Somebody could be a Bible thumper too. Somebody could feel like, so this could be a situation, I could be talking to my younger Scorpios where, you could be getting pressure from friends and family to get married. So this could be, I could be talking to somebody who just graduated from college. And, that next logical step is, okay, well, now that I've graduated from school and everything, to get married, to settle down, and to have a family. And somebody could be telling you, Scorpio, like, listen, don't rush it. You know what I'm saying? Just go out, live your life, and have fun. And then, once you, whatever, then you decide, once you've experienced life, to get married. But don't rush getting married right now. There could be, someone who's quite young that is basically focused on getting married, having a family, and they could, be speaking to their family and or their friends like, listen, you are too young for that shit. Don't let somebody rush you into a marriage, or anything like that. You still have life to lead. You don't even know who you are, so how can you know, if you're going to be a good pair or match for somebody else and you don't even know what it is that you like or what it is that you don't like or who you are. I mean, who you are now is now who you're going to be, and you could be having this conversation with somebody. Somebody is trying to make a head over heart decision. You could definitely be dealing with the Gemini. Somebody had to make a head over heart decision. Like, this situation is not going anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. So either I can leave this person alone or just accept it for what it is. And it's, somebody is just gonna, be a lover. Not a friend, not a confidant, not anything, just a lover. That's it. Don't expect anything. No gifts, no, you know what I'm saying, no meaningful conversation, no, no anything. This is somebody that you call when you want to get that itch scratched. And then once it's over, then it's over. Somebody has put you in a friend zone now. Scorpio, you could be finding that out, that somebody put you in a friend zone. Also, somebody could be putting you in a friend zone so this could be a situation where you were dealing with somebody and didn't know that they were married, perhaps. And so this person could be going through a divorce and or separation, or be trying to get separated from somebody, possibly because they met you. And you don't know this, and they don't want you to know this. So they could like be kind of standoffish and putting you, casting you to the side and casting you away until somebody's divorce is final. Fuck. I don't even know if I should say this, because every time I say something and everything, I seem to get in trouble. Okay. There could be something going on with America. America could be outlawing certain type of marriages. Okay. So you could find that, and this could be, a Gemini could be doing this. All right. So this could be a repeal of former legislation that legalized same-sex marriages. You could also be finding out that somebody could be getting a divorce. Somebody very high up in rank or in government, or somebody that is well known, or somebody could be announcing a legal divorce and or separation. Somebody could have possibly been trying to keep that under wraps too. You could also find out, Scorpio, that for some, a relationship is not working out, or somebody just put you in the friend zone, possibly because somebody is secretly gay. And perhaps you know this, or you could have found this out, or they don't want you to find out. Perhaps you started questioning, or you became suspicious. Okay. Also, Scorpio, somebody could be watching to see if you have uncovered the death of a Cancer, or if you know the truth, or if you are going to uncover that. Or if this is not the death of a Cancer, with this It could be that somebody... First of all, somebody is waiting to see if they have fooled you and or tricked you about something pertaining to a death. You could be watching a Leo, or a Leo could be watching you. This could be pertaining to somebody's wife, mother. This could also be pertaining to see if somebody was lying about being pregnant by somebody. Too. Scorpio. Also, somebody could constantly be wondering, if you're dealing with a Virgo, somebody could always be wondering if you are planning on getting some type of revenge and or justice on them. Also, somebody has been secretly hooking up with or I'm not going to say secret, yeah, somebody has been secretly hooking up with a Libra. This could be a Virgo. I'm sorry, not a Virgo, Virgo, yeah. An Aquarius, my bad. Or not hooking up, but speaking to or seeing. So this is a situation that if you thought two people weren't seeing or speaking to one another, you're wrong, Scorpio. All right. And I'm not going to bother calling out signs because all the cards that I just pulled are major arcana cards. But that was a little something that I just did for us that I've not done for any other sign. So there you go. All right. What am I doing? All right. Let's see. What do I have? I have these new picture cards, Scorpio, and I'm not really familiar with them. So we're going to learn together. How about that? I hope everybody is okay. I'm so happy to be back doing readings. This is really my happy place and everything. Yeah, because I be going through it out here in life. So, and then I hope it does help someone too. Okay, Halloween. Somebody could be getting ready for Halloween. Baby's first costume. We'll do baby's first costume. Okay. Baby's first costume. There's a single mom out here that's pretty much doing it on her own. There's somebody who works with her hands a lot. There's somebody who could work in a factory. Somebody works hard while the dad basically does nothing. All right. Somebody could be a new mom as well. Somebody just had a baby. So this could be around Halloween. So somebody could be like a Scorpio, Libra cusper. Or somebody had a baby last Halloween around this time. Scorps. All right. Also, Scorpio. Okay. Well, besides baby's first Halloween, I'm getting that somebody has been gay since birth. And at this time, you could be in the process of leaving someone, or somebody is in the process of leaving you, Scorpio, perhaps because you've just come to this realization that, you know, hey, it is what it is. I am who I am. And somebody is going to decide to live in their truth as well. Like I said, Libra, Scorpio, Cusper. Somebody is very masculine. Somebody is masculine in how they dress, masculine in how they behave, masculine, and they're just very masculine. And so, very masculine. So this is just, you know, someone who's just like, listen, you know, I'm getting ready to do me. Also, on the flip side, Scorpio, what I see is that somebody could be leaving you, perhaps because they feel you are too masculine. Somebody wants you. You could be a woman who works around a lot of men or works in a very male-dominated field. I mean, which field isn't male-dominated? But works in a very male-dominated, you know, field. Somebody could feel like you, whoever you are, if you are a female, you command the respect of men, or you are included in conversations, in rooms. You can hang with the big boys, is what I'm hearing. Or you run with the big boys, or something like that. Your voice matters, or you matter, or I don't know. And someone could feel some type of way, or you could be leaving, or somebody could be leaving you for this. Or you could be leaving somebody. So this doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, a LGBTQ thing while you're leaving. You could also be leaving because you are ambitious and you have, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? You want to achieve things. You want to achieve things. You want to be significant. You want to have things. And somebody is just not happy about this at the bottom of the deck. Look, he's looking like, I wish this bitch would just sit home and just shut up. Somebody just wants you to sit and just, you know, this is what they want you to do with your life. Just sit. Somebody wants you to be on the outside looking in. And perhaps you are on the inside and somebody is not happy about that. Somebody does not like this. Scorpio. I hope that makes sense. So, in essence, you could be in a relationship with someone, or you could have been in a relationship with someone, and because you are, you know, and put the energies where they fit. It doesn't necessarily have to be talking about a woman, but, you know, because I'm hearing big personality, big words, big personality, or I don't know, whatever it is that you do, because you won't do less of it. Somebody feels like they've got to leave because whatever it is that you do, they feel like you outshine them, or you take away their shine or their spark, or you dim their light in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and they just can't have that. Also, somebody who basically just had a baby, you could have a friend or a sibling and they just had a baby, and they could be kind of watching, you know, how you were flourishing and how you're succeeding and whatever it is that, you know, that you're doing, and how you went and you left and you're living your dream now. You know, you didn't care what anybody says, and somebody is like, damn, all I got is this damn baby. You know, look at her. She's walking. Somebody works in Washington, D.C. Like, look at her. She, you know, she works with all these high-powered, or he works with all these high-powered people and everything, and all I got is, you know, little Mary Beth. I'm not doing anything but decorating her for Christmas. I mean, for Halloween. Christmas could be significant. I saw the red and Christmas came out. I don't know. Somebody could have had a baby last Christmas. Yeah, baby's first Halloween. Also, there's a situation where somebody could have gotten with someone and they just had a baby. And so say this person left you, Scorpio, and they went to somebody else. And this person, you know, water tied them to death. And they believe that this person was whatever the fuck better in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And they done went and started a family with somebody else. And now look at you out here doing your fucking thing and everything. Ever since you left somebody, ever since somebody left you, you have been flourishing at work. You have been more successful. You are basically living your dream. And all somebody has now is a baby with this bitch. Look, she's got a briefcase. This is a decision maker, an influencer. This is, you know, this is not I'm not going to say not a worker bee, but this is somebody who, you know, is respected or is considered a colleague or a peer in whatever it is, you know, industry or field that they work in. Somebody does not like that, Scorpio. Like, I don't like that. So I don't have to drop a dime on. Somebody could be trying to, like, find something or dig something up on you so they can drop a dime on you and destroy your credibility or, you know, take away your shine in some way, shape, form, or fashion or something like that. Like, look at this person compared to these men. Like, this person, he wants to be, you know, he wants to be like these men. You know, I mean, in terms of, like, dressing and what they do for a profession or just, you know, just where they are status-wise and everything. And, look, he's just looking for, like, why can't that be me? Why can't I, you know, like, why, you know, is she there? Or how come I'm not there? Or why is he there? And how come I'm not there? And, you know, and they try to, you know, in their mind, they think that they, you know, are comparable or, you know, they are, I can't think of the word. What is the word I'm looking for? It's like, okay, in this person's mind, he thinks that he's a varsity team player. He believes that he should be playing on this team right here. This is a varsity team, and he believes that he is a varsity quality, a varsity team player. When in actuality, look how he's dressed. He's a JV player. I mean, and nothing wrong with JV, but you know, I mean, you know what I mean. He's not really ready for varsity. You know what I'm saying? This is just somebody who's still a JV player. But in their mind, they should be there. And they hate you because you're there. Because in their mind, they think that they're a varsity player. When in actuality, look at this person. They're just JV. That's it. So, Scorpio, you need to be worried, or you need to not worry. You need to be aware that love may be very challenging for you at this time because you may find yourself alone a lot. Isolated and alone a lot, just working and coming up with, you know, a master plan, as we do, but you can find yourself, you know, alone. Love may not be working out for you, not so much because the love isn't there, but simply because somebody has very definite views on the power paradigm of a relationship where the man is always supposed to be the person in the spotlight, or I'm just using this as an example, put the energies where they fit. And the woman is supposed to basically, you know, be in the background, be the background to, you know, this man's foreground and blah, 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 blah. But unfortunately, they have a woman who is a showstopper on their own. And somebody can't handle that. So you may be a bit much, Scorpio, for somebody. And it's not so much that you are a bit much. What you're going to see is that they simply are not enough. And perhaps somebody is leaving you before you realize that they are not enough. So they're going to leave you. Also, somebody is leaving you because they know ultimately that they cannot go where you go unless you take them there. And they're scared that once you get there around these people, you're not going to want to deal with them anymore. Somebody knows that possibly, you know, you are too good for them, or you basically don't need them is the long and short of that. Whereas this person is used to dealing with and preferably likes to deal with people whom they know will need them. So this is somebody who picks low-hanging fruit because it's easier to deal with. And low-hanging fruit, what? They're gonna look. They will look up to him or her. Whereas to them, you're not. You know, you are out of their reach, metaphorically speaking. All right. So what is the energy, Scorpios? And that's kind of sad because Scorpios, I saw a meme and it said when a Scorpio loves you, they gonna break bread. You know what I'm saying? Just relax and just trust the process. Just don't think you're bigger than the program. And that is so true. And somebody basically wants to be bigger than the program. It's not enough, you know, whereas, and this is the thing, like, so say Scorpio, you're with somebody and they do feel some type of way about, you know, your accomplishments in one area. The thing about it is they have accomplishments in a different area, or they have like their own unique skill set that is as valuable as what you have, but just in a different way. But because they want what you have, they can't appreciate what they have or what they can do. First of all, Scorpios, for some of y'all are just going to be like, fuck it, I quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't have time to keep coddling you and trying to make you feel better about yourself and try to stroke your manhood so that way you don't feel some type of way that you have a bomb ass bitch, or you know, or you got a bomb ass dude and you are a bum bitch out here, or however it goes down. And you just gonna be like, fuck it, it's cool. Also, for some of you all, you just had a baby with somebody and you about to just leave. First of all, he's not pulling his weight. You realize that you just had a baby with a bum. You know, and you could be the one who's in a managerial position, a very high power position, and perhaps you were trying to keep a relationship together simply because you all had kids together, but really you ain't need this man. And so you could just be like, fuck it, I'm leaving. Somebody could be deciding to leave their marriage. A relationship just is not working. Somebody could be ending a relationship with a Gemini as well. Like, this is not it. All right, what is the energy from my Scorps? Yeah, romance. This has to do with the romance. Number 5 could be significant. Also, you could be dealing with a Taurus. Somebody's just going to leave somebody alone. Somebody realizes that this person either doesn't have good intentions or is too jealous to appreciate anything. Like, look at this man. This man is like, look what I can do. Look what I can do. I can make a hat, you know, made of flowers. And, you know, he just wants somebody that's going to sit there like, oh, my gosh, he's just so great. He could make a hat with flowers. Look at that. Like, what the fuck are we going to do with a hat with flowers? But you know, this is somebody who wants to be in the spotlight. This guy, this is somebody who could have a little round, fat, chubby face. Somebody wants to be admired and appreciated. Somebody wants to be looked upon as a god. Somebody has a god complex, for sure. All right, Scorpio, because it's our birthday week. I mean, our birthday is coming up. I'm going to get one more. And what other card for my Scorpios? Okay. All right, harmony in the reverse. Okay, so yeah, definitely. There's definitely no harmony in a relationship, or relationship will never work out simply because somebody has these feelings. The number 16 could be significant with friendship at the bottom. Somebody could just want to be somebody's friend. This number 16 could be significant. You could also be dealing with a Cancer as well. Somebody was also fucking your friend. And that was causing some kind of disharmony in a relationship. The number 20 could be significant. Scorpio. 516, 520. Somebody basically works at a daycare, watches kids. Somebody could have 3 grandchildren. I mean, that's pretty broad, but... And there's somebody who comes around. So this could be a situation where somebody's at the house watching their kids. This is when some gentleman caller comes to see them. There's an old gentleman, too. He's got a cane. A garage or a barn or shed is significant. Somebody entertains in a shed or barn or garage. I don't know. Tree house or something like that. Also, a romance. So I did say earlier that somebody could just decide to, you know, make something friends with benefits type of situation. So a romance is grown cold now. Possibly because somebody won't adore or I don't know. Or they don't feel like you look at them or you treat them as if they are important or as if they are, I don't fucking know. Somebody's very selfish, whatever this is, because it's I. So a relationship has gone bad because you know, you're not showing me the attention, or you're not adoring me, or you're not praising me, or you're not whatever me, you're not letting me have the spotlight, and you're out here doing this and da 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 da. Somebody there, okay, so somebody could have come from like down south, or, you know, like simple country. Somebody could have been born country, or, you know, country. And, you know, they could have come up north or came to the big city, or, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Somebody, you know, they weren't satisfied just staying, you know, in the country. Somebody wanted city life. Somebody wanted that big life, you know, those big dreams that, you know, and somebody, I did say, and somebody, you know, could have left to pursue their dreams while somebody else stayed. Somebody else somebody else stayed and got married and had kids while somebody else was like, you know what, I want more than this. I want more than you. And I'm leaving, you know, to go get what it is that I want. And somebody did that. Somebody is giving somebody the Dear John speech. Like, it's not you, it's me. Like, I just, this isn't working for me. I want more. Confirmation, but I'm most definitely going to put some on this here. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, you could be dealing with a Cancer. All right. What is this? Scorp. Here, before I do that, what states could be significant to this in this read for my Scorpios? All right. Arizona, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, February 14th. Somebody could also be born September 2012 or 1912. That could be somebody's address. Phoenix could be significant. You could also be dealing with somebody from Illinois. They could also be a Sagittarius. 1818 could be somebody's address. I don't know what angel number that is. September 9th, you could be dealing with a Virgo. California could be significant. What is it? August 1950 could be significant. And New Jersey. You could be more Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius, Capricorn, Cusper. What is it? July of 87. And then finally, Texas. Austin, that could be somebody's last name. Capricorn energy, August of 45 could be significant. 1845 could be somebody's address. 1787, 1850, 1818, and 1912 could all be significant. Then you have South Dakota at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So there could be something not good happening in South Dakota. You could also be dealing with a Scorpio. So somebody could be trying to do something bad to you, Scorpio, or you could have done this to somebody. Somebody wants to rush somebody too. 89, somebody could have been born in 89, August of 89 could be significant. All right, what do we have here? All right, what is this? Let me see. Let me put this just so, Scorpio. Also, somebody could want to break away from you because they feel like because you do work in these circles and everything that you eventually are going to cheat, or you could possibly work around somebody a lot. You could possibly work around people of the opposite sex a lot, and that could make this person, you know, insecure. There's a white girl out here with ginger hair, and that's significant. There's somebody who went to the big city, got her hair cut, changed her whole everything. You would never know that she was from Podunk Fuckhole. And, you know, now this person is on CNN or something like that. When I said that, blind date in reverse. I'm sorry, blind date in the upright. And then breadcrumbing. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, money moves. Whoever broke up with whom, or whoever is making this clean break from whatever this is, your money is going to improve. So that's most important. So where's the other card at? Lord Jesus, what did I do with it? Am I tripping, y'all? I must be. Okay, I could have sworn I had a card here. I must be crazy. Oh, dear. All right, well, here, give me this. What's this on this romance? Or maybe I didn't need... I could have swore I had one, but anyway. Okay, we're just going to rock with that. So anyway, basically somebody met with this blind date. I'm not really getting blind date, but I am getting, this started out, this romance, whatever this was, it didn't start out as a love at first sight type of situation. It kind of started out as a, it kind of grew into romance. It kind of grew into love. This man, whatever this is, and whatever this man, it's his insecurities. That is the problem. Not really you, but them. So I'm talking to a woman. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be, but I'm talking to, you know, a heterosexual situation. I mean, it doesn't have to be. But there is a man out here who is extremely intimidated. What is the word that I'm looking for? He feels inferior. He feels less than. It is a man who has a complex out here because of the woman that he is dealing with. He does not feel, you know, good enough for whatever the reason. And so as a result, there was constant fighting in the relationship, constant problems in the relationship until finally somebody had to walk away. Again, somebody worked around, you know, members of the opposite sex a lot, and that in itself caused problems. I swear, give me one for this romance card, even though I don't really need it. Somebody ended up breadcrumbing somebody, which just sounds very cliche. Okay, so with this breadcrumbing card, what this is giving me is that because this man felt some type of way, he kind of like has purposely gone out of his way to be mean and cruel to you. Or whomever this is. So this is somebody who basically the only way that they can feel in control of whatever this is to purposely ice you out or put you on freeze or leave you on red or something like that. Do something spiteful and petty to kind of like big themselves up or make themselves feel better, because ultimately they don't compare to you in a professional arena. So basically the only way that they can feel, or that they have, or the only avenue that they have to kind of like make you feel as inferior as they feel in this professional sector is to make you feel this way in the romantic area. Somebody's a tiny, tiny, tiny man. Somebody's a very tiny, tiny, tiny man. Meaning somebody is just weak out here. Somebody is weak. This is a case of somebody ain't shit and they know that they're not shit. And so basically the way that they've been able to maneuver to keep people from knowing that they're not shit is by, you know, destroying other people or destroying other people's credibility. So if there's, you know, like say there comes somebody, or, you know, like say this is a friend group or something like that, and you know, somebody, you know, moves into the neighborhood and whoever this person is, they are, you know, more handsome than this person right here. So whereas he was the most handsome person, you know what I mean? Or, you know, he was pulling, you know, all the girls or pulling a majority of the girls. Once that other person moved into the neighborhood, they started pulling girls and everything. So now all of a sudden he has to go out and, you know, find some dirt on this guy, or, you know, that he views as his competition. This is giving me, what was his name from Belly? Rico. I don't like that shit. I don't like, somebody will sit there and dime somebody out. Somebody will grass somebody up. Somebody will drop a dime on somebody if they feel like somebody is getting ahead, getting more ahead than them. Somebody is a very jealous-hearted, mean-spirited person. And you could be finding this out. Somebody is always trying to get back at you because of this, with this payback card. Somebody is always like trying to figure out a way to pay somebody back or to pay you back for, you know, again, making them feel like perhaps they're not good enough because, you know, they feel like you're stealing the shine or, you know, and what's at the bottom of the deck? Wake up call. You had a wake up call about this person, that this person is fake as fuck. They smile in your face, you know, for some, they even tell you that they love you, but really they hate your fucking guts because they can't be you, or they know that they can never reach the heights that you have reached or can reach. So this person lies. So somebody lies and somebody does things just to purposely hurt somebody. Like somebody is crazy. Scorpio. This is 46 minutes. Like this shit is crazy. Somebody is crazy, Scorpio. Like mentally fucking sick. This is crazy. Also, going back to the very first when I pulled all the major arcana and I said somebody was trying to figure out if you knew that it was them who killed somebody or had something to do with the murder. Somebody is worried or is trying to figure out if you're going to try to get payback on them for this. Now that you know that it was them. That's another reason why somebody is keeping their distance from you, because they're scared now that you're going to try to get even with them because you found out that it was them. Yeah, you found out that it was them. Somebody knows that you know now that it was them. With the plastic smiles and everything. Yeah. Bojangles could be significant. That's a chicken place down south. So Bojangles could be significant. I don't know why I'm hearing chitlins. Chitlin circuit. I'm seeing railroad tracks in an open field. I'm seeing Georgia. But I'm seeing like, you know how it'll be like an open field or just field, you know, and it'll just be like just railroad tracks in the middle of like a, you know, like in a rural part of the whatever. I'm seeing that. Somebody comes from that part. Something about 12:30. Something was supposed to happen at 12:30, or something did happen at 12:30. Somebody was supposed to be somewhere at 12:30, 12:35, 12:36. Something like that. Somebody told somebody that they were safe, or that something was going to be okay, or they could hang out, they could hide out, they could be there, and they would be okay, they would be safe. Somebody lied to somebody, somebody tricked somebody, somebody dropped a dime on somebody. Scorpio. Somebody who passed. Also, some information could have came out about somebody that basically has exposed them for being fake or for having some type of part of something. I'm sorry, Scorpio. All right, let's get some cards. We're 46 minutes in. Oh, somebody's dealing with an old mangy, skanky, skank-a-doody woman. All right. Hold on for a minute. Sports. Okay, well, we have the Ace of Spades in reverse. We have the Queen of Hearts in the upright. We have the Jack of Clubs in the upright. We have the Five of Clubs in the upright, followed by the Jack of Diamonds in the upright. And at the bottom of the deck, we have a Ten of Clubs. Well, you're dealing with a fire sign woman, or this could be a friend. So this could, okay, so this doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic situation. You could be ending a friendship because you could be, you know, your friend could be jealous of you. I did say somebody chose to, you know, I said siblings, but, you know, this could be a friend situation too, where somebody chose to stay, you know, stay at home. Somebody chose to get married, have a bunch of babies. And somebody else decided to go out there and live their life. Somebody was like, nope, not for me. Gotta go, gotta go. And basically now, you know, they are, you know, for the most part, living their dreams, or they have some type of finance, you know, they have more freedom, whatever that may mean, than the other person. And somebody is a secret hater. They're secretly jealous, you know, about that. And you just could be realizing that, Scorpio, like, it's just time to cut this person off. Like, this person means me no good. You know, sometimes it bees that way. You know what I mean? Somebody is just like, they are just hateful. Somebody is is two-faced. They're a backbiter. You know, somebody talks about you, or this could be a situation where they don't necessarily have to talk about you, but this could be like, you know, where they'll make little comments, like little demeaning comments, like, oh, you know, somebody could be like, oh, Scorpio, I like that dress and everything. And this person would be like, oh, yeah, I gave them the money to buy it. Or, you know, that used to be my dress, but I gave it to them. Or, you know, something like that. You know, something where, you know, if somebody is giving you a compliment, they're going to figure out a way to steal that. And take that away. I did say somebody has ginger hair. Somebody's a skank. Somebody's a scallywag. Also, you could be ending a friendship. You and this woman got into a fight. And this could be a physical fight. Where somebody literally tried to... So this could be a situation where somebody just basically... They hit you. You know, so you... How can I put this? Say, you know, it started off as just like, you know, a conversation, you know, a simple disagreement, but somebody just escalated that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just went from 0 to 5,000 like in 2 seconds. Somebody, you know, and it was like, you ever get the feeling, you know, like somebody just had all this hate and all this resentment bottled up inside of them, and they were just looking for the reason, you know, just to like let it go and to explode. It was one of these situations where this person's true feelings like just came out like, bitch, I always hated you. Or, you know, nigga, I've always hated you. We've never been friends. Or however it goes down. Yeah. First of all, somebody doesn't like you because you can fit in any situation and in any setting. You seem to be the fan favorite, or at least this is how this person views you, is as the fan favorite. Or people just seem to look up to you or gravitate to you. Like I said, people respect you, or, you know, whatever this is, and the other person is not like that. And so they feel some type of way about that. Somebody really wants to take your crown. I don't know who this chick is with the red hair, but she really is trying to take your crown or take something from you, or, yeah. She wants to be the queen bee. Somebody basically is going to try to play the role of they want to be your friend and or be your mentor, and so that way they figure they can undermine you from within. I'm sorry, I'm eating gumbo. It's a long read. So they can undermine you from within. Also, this is a situation where colorism is at play. One person could be darker than the other, and they could feel some type of way because they could feel like that because they are darker, that is the reason why they can't enter into certain circles. And that may be true, but it's more so because this person is junior varsity. Look at how they dress versus how this person dresses. You know. He dresses like a farm boy from the field, which is okay if he was on a farm. But that doesn't work in a big city type of situation. I mean, and I'm using that metaphorically. All right. Let me see. I've not used this. All right. So what is this? Romance with the baby. Somebody just had a whole baby. Somebody could also feel like you've just been a problem child since you were born. Also, somebody can say one thing about you since you don't quit. Someone does not want a situation to end with you because they learn from you, or they watch you, or that's how they can steal whatever this is. With this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, so you could be dealing with a jealous Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo female, or this could be somebody of a light complexion. Whoever this Queen of Pentacles is, she is somebody who is definitely about her Skrilla. But also, the thing about it is whoever this bitch is, she was a secret. So somebody had a baby with this woman in secret, too. Somebody does not want some type of romance to end. Somebody was trying to keep a man too and got pregnant with this person got pregnant by this person on purpose because they did not want a relationship to end. This Queen of Pentacles was a secret. Perhaps the secret is out now that somebody had a baby with this person. Somebody could have threatened to tell you that your person got them pregnant if they threatened to leave them. Or if they found out that they didn't leave you alone. So somebody could have had a baby on you on the side and they would have rather died to, you know, than for you to find this out. And that could have been what somebody was, you know, lording over this person, was like, I'll tell her about this baby. If you don't give me some money, I'll tell her about this baby. If you don't come over here tonight. And, you know, somebody could have basically put you in the friend zone to keep you from finding this out. Also, somebody could have paid somebody to do some type of work to block their energy. So you, Scorpio, could have paid somebody to block your energy. So if they decided to get a reading on you, people wouldn't be able to pull your energy. I don't even know if that shit is, if you can even do that. But, I mean, people say you can, but Yeah. Also, this Queen of Pentacles, she's not as prosperous as she once appeared. All right, what is this harmony in reverse? And we're gonna close this out, Scorp, soon because it's been over an hour. All right, what is this harmony in reverse for my Scorpios with this Queen of Hearts? Ten of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody was foolish with their money. Well, that's for sure. Somebody tried to cause somebody to lose some money as well. Somebody tried to cause somebody to take some type of financial hit. If somebody thought that they had gotten somebody pregnant, they could be finding out that that's not their baby. Scorpio, you or somebody else. So if you were telling somebody that a baby was somebody's, they're finding out that you lied and that baby is not theirs. Your money is getting ready to get toe up. Or going back to, you could have been a single mom, and you know the father of the child with the six, he left you by yourself. Somebody was a fucking clown out there and left you by yourself, and your money, you know, has been fucked up ever since because, you know, it's just been you taking care of everything. All right, and what is this friendship? That popped out almost immediately. We have Ten of Pentacles, and then we have the Eight of Swords. So this was a family dynamic or some type of long-term relationship that this happened in. Somebody lost a lot of money dealing with this Queen of Pentacles. Also, somebody could have possibly have gotten a reading about this Queen of Pentacles, or perhaps somebody tried to warn somebody about this Queen of Pentacles and they wouldn't listen. And somebody ended up taking some type of financial ill because of it in some type of long-term relationship. Is the couple, if this is a couple or was a couple? Let me see, Scorpio. Somebody has a family with somebody, a super secret family, and somebody is getting ready to, so the agreement was that I'll take care of you and the kids, just keep your mouth shut. So somebody could be in a professional setting and they just can't afford to have something like that come out. The morality clause is also what I'm hearing, and somebody is getting ready to betray somebody because of that. Also, somebody is getting ready to go to jail. So say, for talking to somebody or doing something to somebody is going to end them up in jail. Also, somebody burnt somebody, and that's going to end them up in jail because somebody is getting ready to go bonkers. And this is in a relationship. Yeah, somebody's going to get some news about that, baby. Okay. Page of Swords. But that Page of Swords is the Hangman. So somebody's waiting on this bad news. Somebody knows that this tower is getting ready to happen. That it's getting ready to come out that somebody had a baby with somebody. Somebody has a family with somebody. Somebody has 2 kids with somebody too. The little boy is older than the little girl. The little boy looks just like the father. Well, actually, whoa. The little boy does not look like the father. The little girl looks just like the mother. The little boy does not look like the father. A Libra could be involved as well as a Leo. This could be... So Scorpio, here you are. So you could be dealing with a Libra. So this could be a situation where it could come out that somebody had a family with somebody and kids, and somebody thought that they had a son by somebody, and that is not their son. The kid is not my son. Somebody's name could be Billy or Jean, Michael, or last name Jackson. Yeah, somebody was dealing with a Leo. This could be a Leo's baby. Oh, and somebody is just waiting. So this could be a situation where somebody is waiting for some paternity tests to come back too. And somebody knows that a baby is not theirs. So perhaps somebody at one point in time believed that the baby was theirs. But for whatever the reasons, perhaps some information came out, or I don't know. A friend, I did say a friend turned on somebody. I don't know, but somebody dimed somebody out and snitched, and it could be coming out that, you know, some information came out that made this person now doubt the paternity of a child. And so as a result, they decided to get, you know, see a paternity tested. Yeah, the wheel is getting ready to turn, and not in this person's favor. In a short time, somebody's going to be talking about a baby. Also, there was some type of disease exchange between this couple, this man and this woman. Also, somebody got caught sword fighting too. Yeah, somebody, yeah. Also, somebody was talking about, okay, also somebody overheard or saw a message where somebody was talking about the reason why they were staying with somebody was because this person takes care of them, or they live a good life, or they have a good life, or that type of, or something to that effect. Also, somebody sent somebody a message telling them that they were getting ready to kill. So somebody crossed somebody out to the point where they have called this person like, I am going to kill you. Pisces could have something to do with this as well. Also, Pisces, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end it there. You could, a Virgo could want to apologize as well for doing something foolish with a Taurus, or crossing you out for a Taurus. Or for cheating on you with a Taurus. This Taurus was somebody's mistress or side hoe. Somebody could want to apologize to you for that, Scorpio. So, But anyway, Scorps, I hope that that was helpful. I hope that that brought insight. It was kind of long. It took a minute for everything to click in. And so I do apologize for that. However, I do want to see one more thing, though. Let's see this. All right, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, Six of Swords. What is this? Harmony. Something about a new car. Or a car was supposed to be, somebody was supposed to help somebody get a new car. Seven of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Somebody lied. So somebody is going through it right now because somebody lied about something. Somebody was supposed to help somebody get a car. All right, so what is this double card? Okay, first of all, somebody is in a very toxic relationship. Somebody is mad as shit about a son. Somebody found out something about a son. Also, somebody, I did say sword fighting. Somebody also found out that somebody basically be out here sword fighting. Meaning that somebody is into the same sex. Somebody also realized that somebody could have possibly just been using them for what it was that they could get for them, or get to them, because somebody basically, while they were acting like they were in love, I did say that somebody is actually into, I'm sorry, that was the last read I just did. Somebody is actually into the same sex. Also, somebody brought something home from sword fighting too. So there is a situation where there's a man out here who basically is the AC-doocy and went out there and fucked another man and caught something and possibly brought it home to you. You could be, somebody could be realizing that you weren't lying about leaving. Like, I'm done. I'm out. Yeah, somebody is out. All right, anyway, Scorpio. I hope that helped. That was super long, and I do apologize. I've only gotten two readings done this evening, but, you know. Anyway, so until the next time, thank you so much. Please don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. Please share the video, as it may not pertain to you, but could pertain to somebody else. And until the next time, Scorpio, deuces.